Is it on? Is it on?
All right.
Is it on?
It's happening.
Good evening, everybody.
It's live.
All right, we made it.
Hello, friends. Thanks for waiting.
We have a sad little toddler downstairs, so we're he's in the care of an adult, but we might have to dash down, and that's why we're a little late. I'm gonna start this.
All right.
Should I go sideways? It's John Prine night, everybody. I'm going live, okay?
Great.
I didn't do the description.
All right. Well,
Hey,
everybody.
Welcome.
All right. Here we
This is
go.
so hard for me. How's everyone doing tonight? We're doing a John Prine tribute night, everyone. As you may know. There we go.
Perfect. Nice.
And all right, let's see here. How do I do this? Why is it so hard for me? All right, let me try. Hello, Heather.
There you go. You got it perfectly.
7 times the charm. Okay. How's everyone doing? Philip? Who else do I see? Reading Girl, Jennifer, Heather, Will. Hi, everybody. All right. Sorry for the delay. We were in toddler world. Overtired, not sleeping toddler world. This says it's in G, but you seem to be a different key.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you caught that.
Great.
Thank you for catching that. Wow.
Wouldn't have lasted long. Here from England. Who's here from England? Someone? Rich, hello. Rodney, Michelle, hello, everybody. All right. It's John Prine night. Here we go. This song's called All the Best. Make sure you're seeing that.
1, 2, 3. I wish you love and happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do, and never fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you feel just like I did, you probably walk around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess how hard it is to wish you happiness. I guess that love is like a Christmas card. You decorate a tree and throw it in the yard. It decays and dies and the snowman melts. Well, I once knew love, I knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, and love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. Well, I got so much love that I cannot hide. Yeah, I got so much love that I cannot hide.
Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford, say you drive around town till you just get bored. Then you change your mind for something else to do, and your heart gets bored with your mind and changes you. Well, it's a doggone shame, it's an awful mess.
I wish you love. I wish you happiness. I wish you love. I wish you happiness. I guess I wish you all the best. Thank you. All
Thanks,
right.
everyone, for
hey, from
tuning
Brazil.
in.
Nice.
All right, we've got everyone here who needs to be here.
Even Mosey is watching in the end. All right. I hope that's helping him, soothe him a little bit. Oh.
Hey, Alan, great to see you. Gosh, I feel like, well, I have so much to say about these songs, and I'm gonna have to ask for your permission before I say too much about them versus like letting the song sing for itself. These are all John Prine songs tonight, and
go for it.
Well,
just go for it. We don't.
I know there are no rules about that, but I'm gonna wait on what I'm gonna say about the other song when we get to that song.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, we're gonna play.
I'm gonna scoot this just so you can get a little bit more in there.
Yes, that helps. Yeah. We're gonna play a song that I really feel like was part of this collection of music that I fell in love with as an 8th grader. When my new best friend, I kind of went to school for the first time after being homeschooled, and my new best friend had an older sister who was very cool, as older sisters tend to be. And she introduced me through my friend to all sorts of amazing music, including this song. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I am an old woman, named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder were desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had a cowboy. You weren't much to look at, just a free rambler man. But that was a long time. No matter how I tried, the years just flowed by like a broken melody. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Believe in this living's just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Oh, thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. Welcome everyone. We're doing a John Prine tribute night tonight. In part because we did a John Prine tribute night last week and we learned so many nice songs that we thought we should play them again in case you missed last week. Anything else to say about tonight's?
I know. Well, last week was our first time we've been out of the house in a while. It wasn't our Tuesday night live stream that we've been doing now since mid-March. It was a special thing that some friends of ours organized over in Harrisonburg, our friends in Steel Wheels, and they got us and our dear friend Devin Sproul all together in a venue with everybody wearing masks and being very socially distanced to do a show that we live streamed.
Everyone meant like 8 people in a big room. Make it sound like everyone.
Yeah, well, there. That felt like a lot of people.
It was.
It hadn't been. But Devin introduced me to a new John Prine song that I fell in love with that I had never heard. And so I thought, I want to do that. I want to learn that song. So we get to do it tonight for our Tuesday stream. So this is a new one to me. It was from his last record, which is kind of an amazing thing about John Prine is that we're going to play songs tonight from his whole catalog, but a good number from the end of his life, like his last real full record, which is saying a lot about him as an artist that and a writer that we're kind of celebrating his life here, and we're like drawing from some of the most recent things he wrote, that he was in his prime still, that he was just a great writer. And so this is one that from his most recent record called No Ordinary Blue that I just learned thanks to Devin Sproul. Last night, turned on the TV, looked out the window, and pulled down the shade. And I came to the conclusion that my mind could not be made. She said, well, what you thinking? I'm just wondering, is it something that I did? I said, it's nothing, just something I picked up as a kid. Well, I hear a lot of empty spaces. I see a big hole in you. I feel an outline that traces an imaginary path back to you. This ain't no ordinary blue. Well, last night, for a split sec, I was a train wreck. I was a complicated guy. I hope we don't find this is the last time we ever say goodbye. Well, the orange moon is rising on the horizon of the outskirts of my mind. I sat and listened as it glistens. It says, leave the past behind. Well, I hear a lot of empty spaces. I see a big hole in you. I feel an outline that traces an imaginary path back to you. This ain't no ordinary blue. Too cold to hold, too deep to swim through. Too cold to hold, too deep to swim through. Well, last night, turned on the TV, look out the window and pull down the shade.
Great song.
Oh, it was. What a great song. So fun to learn that. I think I sang it a lower octave than I've been practicing it, though.
Oh.
Does that sound right? Did you notice?
No. I mean, something in the middle section sounded a little different, but...
All right. Well, that's what happens when you learn a song the day of the show, but it's fun.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been working on this for years, and I just decided to play it tonight for the first time. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us, our friends from Mexico and Brazil and England and all over America. Thank you. Let us know where you're watching from. That's always a pleasure for us to hear where you guys are watching from as we play tribute tonight to John Prine. How you feeling?
I feel pretty good. It's sort of been a big day.
Yeah, a lot for us. It's a
big day, but how are you out there? I was oh well, wait.
Go for it. You keep holding back so much. I think you just gotta go for it.
No, because I want to say my piece with the song that it goes with.
Well, do you want to just play that song next?
No.
No, you want to wait? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna feel like then you're gonna have other things you want to say then too, or are you really gonna just hold it all in until then?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm just glad everyone's here and glad we're here. I mean, it's been a big week. Let's all face it. It's been a big week. All right.
Right.
What are we doing now? This one, I see. Okay. You may live alone and close your eyes. Some folks do. You may dream a dream that's twice your size. All that through. When the morning comes, who's to tell your dreams too? Only love, only love will do. Only love, only love comes true. Yeah. Nothing else you see, there's nothing else. Only love, only love. I have known a love within my heart, one or two, where one love would end and one would start. I never knew if love should come the way you learn to say, I love you, I love you. Only love, only love will do. Only love, only love comes true. Nothing else to see, there's nothing else. Only love, only love.
only love, love only love comes true. Nothing else you see, there's nothing else. Only love, only love, only love.
So,
Right.
thanks everybody. That song says it all, of course. But it also gives me great pleasure because David is a true master at many things, and one thing that I have ahead of him is my ability to harmonize. And so when he harmonizes with me and he has to have one note harmony, it's just one note. I see him challenged by that, and that gives me courage to do things that I'm challenged by.
Oh, good. I'm glad that it. That's my hope. If there's something that you're afraid to do out there, and you dread it, and you wake up in the middle of the night having in a cold sweat about it, I'm encouraging you to just put yourself on the internet going for it, live on a live stream, paying tribute to a great man. Just go for it.
Yeah.
So have no fear.
Yeah. I mean, it's helpful to do something very challenging when the words are only love.
Yeah,
love only love. That I feel like should inspire courage in any.
I know. I feel like I'm just like on a tightrope though, that I'm gonna like fall at any moment. Of like.
At many moments you nailed it.
Oh, thank you. All right. C- tonight, but it's such a pleasure to get to play these songs and for us to just like, I mean, all these live streams and being home and like learning all these songs is like a time for us to grow and to kind of deepen our relationship with these artists that we love. We've never done kind of these tribute nights where we just learn a bunch of songs. And so to kind of learn from a master and get to spend a week and many weeks learning these songs, and hopefully now we'll get to play these the rest of our life, that songs like that, they're just with you now the rest of your life. So it's such a pleasure. Most of these songs that John Prine went everywhere in his music, like in so many different directions, lyrically and in the vibe and the production. And a lot of the ones that we chose were kind of like the sad, very kind of contemplative, thoughtful ones, but we had to put something in there to mix it up a little bit. So that's why I kind of was drawn to this one.
You, David. Take us away.
Well, it got so hot last night, I swear, could hardly breathe. Deep lightning burned the sky like alcohol. Well, I sat on the porch without my shoes, and I watched the cars roll by as the headlights raced to the corner of the kitchen wall. Well, mama dear, your boy is here, far across the sea, waiting for that sacred chord that burns inside of me. And I feel the storm all wet and warm night, 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. It's so hot inside, you could die in the living room. Take the fan from the window, prop the door back with the broom. Where the cuckoo clock is down a shame, and the windows feel no pain, and the air's as still as the throttle on a funeral train. Yeah, oh, mama dear, your boy is here, far across the sea, waiting for that sacred chord that burns inside of me. And I feel the storm all wet and warm night, 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. Oh. outside on an August afternoon. I sipped bourbon and cried with a friend by the light of the moon. Folks, hurry, hurry, step right up. It's a matter of life or death. The sun is going down and the moon is holding its breath. Well, mama dear, your boy is here, far across the sea, waiting for that sacred core that burns inside of me. And I feel a storm all wet and warm, not 10 miles away, approaching my Mexican home. Approaching my Mexican home. Approaching my Mexican home. One more time now. Oh, another song by the late great John Prine. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight as we dig into this amazing catalog. Oh,
Anthony. Hey, Matt. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Emily. Hi, Leyland. Hi, everybody.
So many dear people here.
I know. It's amazing.
Our dears.
All right. I'm glad we brought it up a notch because the next couple songs are real downers.
Oh, he just wrote so many tearjerkers there.
Yeah, he did. We're about to play them for you.
All right. You have something that you're waiting to say, but it's way later.
No. Yeah, it's coming.
Well, the set's almost over. There's not much left.
That's not true. That's not true. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, for once, I planned some banter.
Oh,
Aren't
wow.
you proud of me?
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Usually it's off the cuff and off the things I don't want to mention. Kind of like, did she really mean to say that? David says with a
No.
gulp.
I accept all that. Okay. Because it's just kind of like, yeah, you can't edit. You just got to like accept the kind of, when you're we're on stage. I know it doesn't always feel like we're on stage, but we're on stage and you just got to go for it. And amazing things come out when you're just spontaneous. And got to take the good with the bad if you're going to go that way. You know, because I didn't expect to talk about Charlie Mumford so much last time, but I just was like, that's the first thing that came to mind when I thought of John Prine. I was like, that time when Charlie wanted me to drive him when he had just had knee surgery to go see John Prine, and it was like, that was such a terrible. That was
that story at all.
Well, the reason that I fell in love with John Prine's music has to do with my college roommate, and Charlie Mumford from Jackson, Mississippi. I had the great fortune of living with him in college at a small school in California where it was just me and him in this small room. And he had brought his 300-pound potbelly pig named Mr. T to college. And so
I'm sorry, I know I made you do this last time, but could you just repeat that last
so
in case anyone missed it? Yeah, just say it.
So just slower. Me and Charlie Mumford
right.
And Steve Panuto. There were three of us in the room, and Mr. T, a 300-pound potbelly pig that lived in our dorm. So it was kind of an unusual school where the pig could live in your dorm, but people had voted and had approved it. So he was able to bring his pig. And so Mr. T lived in our dorm.
You approved it?
Well, I probably voted for it, peer pressure. No, I didn't know at the time.
You didn't know you were roommates yet?
No, I didn't know, because the first year we weren't. This was the second year where I chose to live. We chose to live with each other, and I knew that part of the deal was Mr. T was part of the deal.
That's really saying something about Charlie.
Well, he's an amazing human being, so I feel like if you knew Charlie Mumford, you'd also want to room with him, even if it meant living with Mr. T. But Charlie loved John Prine, and him and actually his sister came to Thanksgiving that first year and played Angel from Montgomery. That was the first time I actually heard that song. She played that at the talent show, the Deep Springs talent show.
Whoa.
And she incredible voice, sounded amazing. So I fell in love with that song, and then I was just left alone one Christmas Charlie went home, and I was gonna milk the cows that Christmas. So I wasn't gonna go home, and I was gonna take care of his pig. And I said I was fine with that. That was big of me, right?
Really? Yeah.
He did a lot for me, so the least I could do was take care of his pig. But Mr. T ruled the roost. Roost. Ruled the roost.
That's a funny joke, though, because it's a pig, you ruled the roast. Okay, anyway.
So he would, like, wake me up at any hour of the night and kind of, like, snarl and, like, paw at the floor. And, like, if I was sleeping, he'd be like, I need to go out to the bathroom. So he would take...
Because he was potty trained? I mean...
he was... Yes, pigs are smart.
I know.
He was not going to go to the bathroom but people, you think people here don't know how smart pigs are.
Sure, yeah.
She's making assumptions about you watching this, but you probably know pigs are smart. Mm-hmm. So I would take Mr. T out for the bathroom, and he was like, on New Year's Eve, you can put a little whiskey in his food.
Charlie told you this?
Yeah, Charlie told me I could put a little whiskey in his pig food. Yeah, I think I might have done. I don't know. That was the one instruction I had for taking care of Mr. T. But it meant that I got to be in the room with Mr. T and all of Charlie's records, all of his John Prine records. So
we're coming back to John Prine here, everybody. Wait.
So I got to listen to John Prine and do this deep dive into John Prine's music and fall in love with it. So it's just me, I would just sit there reading the book, like with my feet propped on Mr. T. He was kind of like also our our coffee table. Mm-hmm. He would let you put your feet on him. And so we didn't need a coffee table.
Do you have any pictures of this, or is this all a figment of your imagination? I've never seen any pictures of this.
Never. Oh, never. I'm sure I have a picture. Maybe Charlie could send you one. I could ask best picture of Mr. T, and then he could send us one.
Is he still alive? No.
Rest in peace, Mr. T. Anyway, so then Charlie had knee surgery after college, and I went to visit him, and he said, come down to visit me here in Jackson. I was living on the Greyhound bus at the time. He said, come to Jackson, and I'm going to take you to go see John Prine in New Orleans, which is 5 hours from where he lived. But I was like, Charlie, you just had knee surgery. That's a terrible idea. But he's like, we're going to go. You got to see John Prine live. And so we tried. We got in the car and drove a little bit outside of town. And it was like, that was the worst idea. I mean, he couldn't walk. Charlie could not walk at the time. And he was like, I was just there hanging out, watching movies and trying to keep him company after the surgery. So we turned around and we didn't go to see John Prine. So.
That's a sad end to the story,
but then we got to see John Prine at Newport Folk Festival and the Nelsonville Music Festival. That was a pretty special place to see him because it was so small and intimate. It was just we played, then Tiff Merritt played, then John Prine played. It was that
was special.
That was so amazing to just be backstage in his presence. I, of course, I couldn't talk to him or anything, but just to be in his presence was enough.
I don't remember being backstage with him, but I do remember that we had driven all night. And I was pregnant to get to that show, so I don't remember much. We were backstage together?
Yeah. But we were you know how it is.
Chumming. We were rubbing elbows, exactly.
He rubbed your belly and he said...
Right. No, that was something else. Okay. As a former touring musician, since we are not touring anytime soon, I feel like I can sing this song with a certain conviction. But I think all of us can relate to this song at this moment in our season in our history. You know what? I had a 20-minute story. What you just told, that 20-minute story, I could have been tuning and I didn't.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's
am
right.
Am I going to tune or am I going to just play it? I think with you, I can just play it in this key.
Okay. I think I'm fine if you want to tune.
Hi, Blair. Okay.
You sure? I mean, if you want to...
I think I'm just going to do it in this key.
All right.
And then I can do the actual chords. All right. I've been down this road before. I remember every tree, every single blade of grass holds a special place for me. And I remember every town, every hotel room, every song I ever sang with the guitar out of tune. I remember everything, things I can't forget. The way you turned and smiled on me on the night that we first met. I remember everything, your ocean eyes of blue, I miss you in the morning light, like roses miss the dew. I've been down this road before, alone as I can be. Careful not to let my past go sneaking up on me. Got no future in my happiness, though regrets are very few. Sometimes a little tenderness was the best that I could do. I remember everything, things I can't forget. Swimming pools of butterflies that slipped right through the net. I remember every night, your ocean eyes blue. How I miss you in the morning light, roses miss the dew. How I miss you in the morning light, roses miss the dew. Thanks, everybody. That first verse of that song says, I remember every town, every hotel room, every song I ever sang. And I feel like David and I have this kind of running joke or game where we try to, like, somebody will like mention us, or some of you have like mentioned shows. Like, I saw you at that show, and we played, I don't know, somewhere around 1,300 shows, and I think we can remember every show. It's hard to say I can remember every hotel room though, but I remember a lot of them, including one that has this had this certain drip. It was like a motel room where the drip, where is it? Like an Eastern PA or something?
Yeah, Central PA.
Central PA. It had this
Monroeville.
it had this drip coming out of the bathtub, like a broken drip faucet, and the drip rhythm and melody was so beautiful. It was like a Baroque song, and I recorded it. I'm going to put it on my album coming up. Anthony, if you're listening, I don't know if I've sent it to you, but it's this incredible drip drop sound. It's kind of like this. Right? Isn't that kind of like
that's
it?
Totally. That's perfect.
But it's even more in tune than my whistle version. It's really quite remarkable. Anyway, that's the type of thing I do remember about hotel rooms. I also remember the time we walked in with our 1-year-old toddler, and there was a knife on the floor. Remember, between the beds?
Yeah, Chris Smither was staying in the same hotel.
Oh!
We saw him the next morning. We're like, what are you doing here?
Did you get a knife in your room? And what was funny is we didn't even ask for a different room. I think we just like had them come get the knife.
Yeah, I think that's what we did. It was so late to like.
It was
move
not a butter
room.
knife. It was like a switchblade, right? It was like
right where we were about to set her down to sleep. It was terrible. And it wasn't like a crappy hotel. We we price lined it at
I would not say it's a nice hotel. It was somewhere near.
We've stayed in Pennyworks,
Baltimore and Philly.
Yeah.
In any case, I do remember those hotel rooms.
Oh man. We're playing John Prine songs tonight. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we're actually playing a show in the flesh this Saturday and Sunday here just outside of Charlottesville, where we live. We're gonna play. There's this beautiful vineyard out by the airport. My friend said you shouldn't mention out by the airport. That just sounds less romantic. There's this beautiful vineyard. It just happens to be near the airport.
In Charlottesville, out by the airport is a compliment.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of town.
Vision of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah, it has an incredible vista.
Yeah.
And so we're going to play with our dear friends Lowland Hum. And we're going to play, we're both playing 2 sets on Saturday and Sunday night. So if you're in Charlottesville or in Richmond or DC, or feel like you just need some live music in your life and you want to come down or up, wherever you're coming from, we'd love to see you guys. There's still tickets available. Festi2020.com, or you can go to our website to find the ticket link.
And
So
it's sort of like we've become a real estate agent because we're actually offering you a 10 by 10 plot of land for your ticket. That's what you're renting from us, and then we'll play for you. Oh yay! Somebody's gonna see us there. Milton. Boom.
nice,
See ya.
Milton.
All right. Should we make sure we're in tune?
I just tuned, but
Oh, you
does it
did?
sound a little? Sounds a little off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This song deserves perfect tuning. I'll retune to it.
I'm sure you like quietly tuned while you were talking, but it was like never quite the same. It's kind of just going for it.
Yeah.
All right. We're not going to do a show next week on the normal Tuesday night. We're going to take the night off, but Wednesday night we're going to do a special Patreon only live stream, a songwriting Q&A. So if you want to come and be part of the Patreon community and come hang out for that special, we'll just take any questions about songwriting. We have things we want to talk about with these new records that we're working on, but we're going to just kind of hang out and talk songwriting, get the nitty gritty.
Is it expensive to join Patreon?
No, for $3 you can be part of the Patreon community. Or, I mean, if you would like to do more, you're welcome to, but just $3 gets you in the door.
Okay.
$3 a month.
I could do $3 a month.
You could?
Yeah, I could.
I think it'd be well worth your while to join.
I can't do much more than that, but I'll do that. All right, we got granddaughters in the house. All right, everyone. It's kind of an appropriate, for the Northern Hemisphere, it's an appropriate time to play this song. But this is the one I have something to say about.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
All right. Is it okay to tell you how I think of a song before we play it, or should I wait till after so they can come up with their own conclusions?
Maybe afterward.
Okay.
I think. Is that all right?
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah. Totally.
to cram your style.
It's not cramped. You ever play on this?
Mm-hmm. The interludes. And throughout you start mode. Summer's in, around the bend just flying. Swimming suits on the line just drying. I'll meet you there for our conversation. I hope I didn't ruin your whole vacation. Never know how far from home you're feeling till you watch the shadows cross the ceiling. But I don't know, but I can see it snowing. In your car, the windows are wide open. Come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. Valentines break hearts and minds at random. Got a Easter egg and got a leg to stand on. But I can see that you can't win for trying. New Year's Eve is bound to leave you crying. Just come on home. Come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home. The moon and stars hang out in bars, just talking. I still love that picture of us walking, just like that old house we thought was haunted. Summer's in, came faster than we wanted. So come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home, come on home. You don't have to be alone. Just come on home.
I guess I just was thinking about that song. When I first heard that song, it feels so sad. It feels like painfully sad.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I feel great sadness, I try to think of a way if I could turn it around and not feel quite as sad in my stomach. And so I was thinking about the ways that line, like, come on home, you don't have to be alone, is in some ways just like what we all have to do right now when we can't really be with each other in person, is like really feeling at home kind of inside, and kind of, feeling like where's your home space inside you. And also I was thinking about ways that, like, coming together like this is coming home, and being together in this weird way. I feel like I'm with you, Mark, Allie, Chad, come on. Will, yeah, I know you. I mean, I also know you. And so I feel like we're together. And so feeling like, how can we have this togetherness be a way of coming home? That's what I've been waiting to say this whole show. At least I remembered what it was.
That would have been a shame to just finish the show and then.
Be like, what was that thing? I had this thing to tell you.
Oh. I think, I think about when we found out that John Prine died, and we were playing a show. We were playing one of these first live streams. It was we were playing Carpenter Bird in its entirety, and like someone kind of posted here that John Prine had passed away, and I think that there was I was so heavy, and I think so many emotions of just feeling like that just COVID didn't have to be so bad here in America. And so I think there was that, like, also kind of bitter taste about it, besides just losing a legend that was just writing. I mean, we played songs he just wrote, like, they're so beautiful. He had so many incredible songs still in him. And I think I felt, there was some comfort in just being together, though, at least getting to kind of have this kind of like way to recognize. And I don't know, there was like a moment of silence and kind of recognition of his life. And I think because of COVID, we like haven't been able to kind of grieve for a lot of people in this period. And so it's like, I feel like to get to play his songs and kind of live in these songs is a way of kind of recognizing and kind of paying tribute to this great man in a way that we've kind of been deprived of in a lot of ways right now. So I feel like I'm so glad to be able to get to do this with all of you. Thank you for joining us tonight as we play John Prine's songs. And it's been a real pleasure to get to know these songs better. And I hope to keep playing them for you and keep John's songs alive for all of us. So thanks, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see some of you this weekend from afar on a beautiful field overlooking the Blue Ridge Mountains. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Okay. late and you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever. I got a word of a jelly smile. How can the love that'll last forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. It's a mighty mean and dreadful sorrow. Cross the evil line today. How can you ask about tomorrow? We ain't got one good word to say. So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. Maybe outro.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right.
We're so glad you came. We just barely got into 1 hour. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
5 minutes to spare. We hope you are all doing well. We're going to take next Tuesday off. We're going to play a Patreon show on Wednesday. It's it's more of a conversation or sort of a hangout on Wednesday. If you have questions about songwriting or want to be part of that conversation, join us next Wednesday. Come to Charlottesville this weekend if you can. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. And what else?
Just nice to see
Hey, Rebecca. I didn't have all the time to read all the notes. Should I go back and try to read some? Maybe later.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I scroll? The songs are over, friends. If you need to leave, you can. I'm just gonna.
If you have things you need to do, laundry you need to fold that you can't do.
Yeah.
You folded a lot last night.
No, you're right. It's done. I'm just gonna make sure I didn't miss any messages. Oh, Mark. Mark, I see your message. Thanks, Kyle and Chad. Jeff. Oh, hello, everyone. All right. This is going to take a little while, so I'm going to maybe pause.
Yeah, I think we'll say goodbye and then.
Goodbye, everyone.
That
We'll
can
see
be
you in
at your leisure.
Yeah, we'll either see you in person this weekend or on the Patreon stream next Wednesday or
In October.
October. See you in October.
Yeah.
Gracious.
Next week, baby.
Next week?
Yeah.
September went too
Oh,
soon.
I know.
I love September. All right. We'll see you all in October. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, John Prine, for these songs. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Good night.